live, we live, we live.
We been the coldest. Yeah, I serve your honey and he ain't never folded. And find me up at the top.
You hear it?
The crown molded. And I've been dropping.
Yeah, sir.
Found golden. Niggas thought we was lost, but we was bound stolen. We the cream of the crop and you the semicolon. Pause. This a flawless victory. And we gon' run with the law for a couple centuries. This shit is big to you, for me it's elementary. Schoolmaster, all about my history. You a Christian, lower than a centipede. Water down niggas, I ain't never checked my Hennessy. I keep it trill, but you a liability. Grown man business, call it heavy artillery. I keep it trill, but you a liability. Grown man business, call it heavy artillery. I keep it trill, I keep it trill, I keep it trill. You already know what it is, man. It's one way and one west. You hear me? Never trust a bitch born on her birthday. I'm a shit talker, I got wordplay. UPK with the shirt say, she never seen a real nigga, this her first take. Shoot a David on me, I ain't Jewish though. I don't like Christian spirit, they move me wrong. You ain't in the truth, nigga, prove me wrong. I don't fuck with any type of bitch, all unruly hoes. Yeah, price going up. It ain't tequila in the bottle, don't even pour it up. Life's a gamble, I'm casting lots. Yeah, you ain't in the field, you a mascot. I want a natural bitch, no cash dog. No, she gotta be in order with me, I'm an asshole. My life chill, but this ain't savage life. I'm what every bitch crave, I'm the appetite. Only see me once, left her captivated. Niggas can't keep it real if exacerbating. You don't want smoke like a cancer patient. Niggas tell for they get cross-examinated. 556 is decapitated. If I tell you about my life, it get animated. I might exaggerate, but I don't lie. I ain't into saving wars, nigga. I ain't pop, lie. This bitch was gonna give me problems from the beginning. Hey,
What's the one west?
what's the one west? People be thinking these scripts the only thing we holding down, but they ain't been with the UPK when we go to ground. Was it another day to tell a story? Know it now. Shamar tighter than you pussy niggas that want to clown. Keep on playing these fucking games, you'll be terrified. When we take shots like you the range, now you paralyzed. You ain't wanted it with the gang, thought we verified. We do one thing, it's for the gang, so we sterilize. We ain't affiliated with none of y'all, cause they're alive. Bitch, I can call angels to do my bidding the day you die. I forgave my brother 77 times. Either get with it or get gone and sever ties. I could build a mountain out of molehill. Take a man having no skill, teach him how to soul heal. Rock dice, cause your boy got a cold quill. 100 yards from the whole field, but a nigga got no chip. I'm keeping it true. TREALRTRI. I'm a fighter that never builds you a liar, that never feels the messiah's alive. And where you vaginas that got us, man, we retire like golden gals in the body. Back to the bills, you're neurotic. Living your oppressors for your possessors, you're melodic. We only fuck with domestics, you're exotic. We don't frolic with the help of the body, we show them the bill. Give them 100 more lashes for talking none of their breath, bitch.
And if y'all ain't heard that, man, that's me and it's Captain Quam, Karak, and myself. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tap in, man. We dropping music. We dropping some heavy music. We gonna slap one more, then we gonna get started.
Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, man.
Like, share, subscribe. ISUBK Sacramento. Smash that like button. You hear me?
Salakia, sir.
Yep.
You changed the page. It's Sacramento Israelites.
Yep, Sacramento Israelites.
Running like an athlete, you want it, but you hash it. Raging like Cassie, I'm talking hawk in the patch. Quick to kick a bitch out of house like Queen Fashion. Replace her with the nasty. Daughter reside, your arm and take orders of bygones. Be bygones, it's triathlon with the mastodon. She's a put my crack on. Don't get me started, I think I'm a dude to this vagabond. Feed him to my cyber mom. Eat him with the Gallagher knees. Be ripping up the tongue, breathe like a bitch without a lung. Cash you in out of dope, your carcass is a pallet. I'm gonna get your sugar gun all of 2000. So we be on the lead, village bitches, what's the one west? Pass it off, test it off for the bridge success. Often I live with friends, but now it's all new gun. All of that shit was a sister act of 50 Luca. King like Cooper, getting all black Cooper. Started from the bottom.
Oh shit, that shit cut off. Salakia. We might have to run that back. That nigga Karak was going crazy.
Hell yeah.
He was fake way going dumb. I'm gonna keep.
Black Cooper, started from the bottom, now we here like the roofer. Cleaner than a loofah. Fuck Martin Luther. Bring it to a dream with how the white boys suture. Make a bleep out of Cooper. How big is my girl's trooper? No way to suture what you hearing right now. It's the motherfucking future. I pray you understand it. Put the mic in my hand. Karak nice. They playing upon my footage. I staying. I mean every word, every nerve shit. Words, murder. merchant, make a purchase. The verse is supreme, clean, octane, not plain. Put them in a stockade, upgrade to upgrade. They generated vipers only living by desire. We intimidate the lions because the kingdom is inside us. Pause. Born again without a price. Judging angels, that's gangsta and righteous as fuck.
Subscribe, man. Share. Smash that like button.
You the devil that the Bible speaks of. If you in disagreement, speak up. You ain't tough, and we don't do semantics.
Niggas see the camp
equipment and they panic. Cause they know we blaze on them, even granny. We black in the ghetto, we at a disadvantage. Pestilence and famine, that's a price return. Your pastor not teaching you what's right from wrong. He found in Satan tabernacles. He a slave to his lies, niggas shackled. Slave to traditions in his practice. Gotta learn to let go for too long. We've been moving backwards. Contrary to popular belief. All that singing and that dancing got us weak. I gotta breathe, I'm in disarray. Gentrify the neighborhood, city in decay. Dying at alarming rates, they ain't even safe. Black city council members, we don't see no change. Who to blame? We can't charge the youth for a 60-year-old problem, and that's all y'all do. It's a number on the flyer, you can call the school. Yeah, we ain't afraid to answer questions. Hey, raise your hand in the church, that shit sketchy. When it comes to this truth, I'm aggressive. Where the exit? We was led inside a burning house, following other nations' culture, better turn around. I ain't worried about it, cause I serve the Lord. A false hope made you forget what's really important. But the ones who stand firm, they gon' be rewarded. Everything you ever learned, it was all distorted. Brother, come to class was the best advice. Victory stands on the back of the men that sacrifice.
Look, man, I ain't even gonna hold you, right? We got some me and Karak. You know what I'm saying? Knock. I got Sha'ala up out of Jersey, man. Everybody, we got some cold shit coming, but it's I ain't heard before as far as the music go. You know what I'm saying? But this is another week of Dropping Jewelz podcast, Dropping Jewelz live TV. You know what I'm saying? We on the 6th episode right now. So make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe to Sacramento Israelites on Facebook, YouTube, any social media, TikTok. We on everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's our 6th week, but we got some cold stories. We finna drop some jewels on y'all. We got some cold stories that we finna bring out. It's another week of being in hell. So you know we got a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I'm precinct officer of 500 Natazab. And I got with me a precinct officer of 50, Karan Yala. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna type that up for sure. You know what I'm saying? But shit, you can pull the first article when you got it.
Yeah, kind, sir. 50 migrant children discovered working in an Alabama Hyundai subsidiary factory.
Damn. You know what I'm saying? They said they found 50 immigrant children, meaning that they don't have a green card, but they was working at a Hyundai factory. In this country, look at immigration custom enforcement. They've been deporting everybody south of the goddamn border. You know what I'm saying? They've been deporting everybody from Guatemala, Cuba, Mexico. They've been deporting everybody and saying that we have a problem with immigrants. You know what I'm saying? But meanwhile, you find 50 immigrant children inside a Hyundai factory. Hold on, read that again. Damn, that's crazy. Read it again.
Kind.
50 children?
Children, sir.
God damn, this is crazy. Read it again, Bubba Gashar.
Kind, sir. 50 migrant children discovered working in an Alabama Hyundai subsidiary factory.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting to the story. Horrible. As reported by Reuters, 50 migrant children were discovered working at a metal stamping plant operated by Smart Alabama LLC. The article says Smart is listed by Hyundai in corporate filings as a majority-owned unit. They supply various parts of popular cars / SUVs assembled at Hyundai's flagship U.S. plant in Montgomery, Alabama.
Right. And if I may, they got 50 immigrant children working on on Hyundai cars and producing certain parts for certain cars. And if you smart, I mean, it go without saying. They got those immigrant children working at this Hyundai factory, and it's children though. That's crazy. That's wild. You know what I'm saying? They got these immigrant children working there because they know that they can pay them little to no money because they immigrants. Nigga, that come on now. Who? I'm not saying we do that, but who wouldn't do that? If you evil as hell, who wouldn't do that? You know what I'm saying? They immigrants. They ain't supposed to be here anyways. If I hire somebody to make these parts and produce these parts, I might gotta pay them $18 an hour. I might gotta pay them $20,000 an hour. Like you see Tesla they paying good money. You know what I'm saying? If you see somebody working, I know out here in California, Tesla, they cashing you out. You probably getting a band $1,500 a week or a band at the least working at Tesla. You know what I'm saying? But think about it. What if they had some immigrant children that they didn't even have to pay because they was immigrants? They ain't got no green card. They wouldn't have to pay 50 people $1,500 every week. That money can just be going straight to them. You know what I'm saying? I thought what is that? Let me see. That's thousands of dollars. What is that, like 30,000? My math kind of wrong, might be wrong. But that's a lot of money. It's thousands of dollars. Just off 2 people, that's 3 bands. You know what I'm saying? Just off 2 people, that's 3 bands. Off 4 people, that's 6 bands. So you just add it up. The 50 people getting paid $1,000 for $1,500 a week, nigga. But these immigrants, you ain't gotta pay them nothing. That's evil as hell. And guess what? Hyundai ain't the only person that's doing it. They're just the only ones that got caught. You know what I'm saying? It's so many people that's doing this, bro. Especially in California. That's all they do all day. All they do is take advantage of the immigrants and say that we got a immigrant crisis. Everybody, we got like what did Donald Trump say? He said we got the cartel moving in, and nigga, these is people this is not the cartel.
Right.
Nigga, the Hispanics in the Northern Kingdom that's moving into the North America and moving into the United States. Those are people that's trying to escape poverty and crime because of the cartel and different stuff like that. Now, but these people that's moving here, they ain't trying to bring the cartel here and drugs here, but you let the TV tell it and Donald Trump tell it, nigga, all of them. We can't have these immigrants here. We need to build a wall. Like Trump went as far as to build a goddamn wall for Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? And it's ridiculous. But meanwhile, Americans it got 50 immigrant children inside of a goddamn Hyundai factory taking advantage of them. Nigga probably got them working 12-hour shifts, 16-hour shifts, ain't giving them nothing, no money. That's horrible. Because if you're willing to go that far and break the law and have some immigrants working for you, and nigga ain't no telling what else you willing to do to get some money. You know what I'm saying? I know you taking advantage of them people, them kids. And this ain't grown people we talking about. These is children. This ain't 18 and up. These is children working in a factory in the cut somewhere in Alabama. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, Baba Gashal.
And if I may too, sir, this is a quick sidebar. Like this oppressor is the devil, man. Like you said something about building walls and we got a immigrant crisis. Well, if you look at the history of America, this is actually the Northern Kingdom's land before a damn devil ever came over here. You understand? Like they came over here and smashed on our brothers and sisters and outlawed them from being in their own homeland that they built up. The land that they showed these oppressors how to live in. These oppressors didn't know how to live in this damn environment because the natives was here for hundreds of years before these oppressors came here. That's like us moving. That's like us moving to somebody else's neighborhood, and we all like you're not gonna move to somebody else's neighborhood and you know where you know where the best grocery store is, or you know where the best place to get food at, or you know where the best place to get clothes at. Nah, the locals in that community. I mean, if not for if we didn't have technology how we have it today, the locals of that community, they got to teach you how to live. You understand? And this oppressor is so much of the goddamn devil. He literally came here, you understand, played friendly with the Native Americans, and then in turn exploited, raped, robbed, and murdered our people, and then made laws for them not to be able to live peaceably in their own land and not to live at all in their own land. But Salaki, it get worse, sir. It gets worse.
Look, And look at no, what you saying is heavy. That's exactly what they did. They created laws so they wouldn't be able to rise out of the poverty and hell that they put them in.
Right.
That is the devil. And then
Right.
on top of that, when you go into immigration and all that, the biggest illegal immigrants is the Chinese and the East Indians.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Immigration custom enforcement ain't looking for them. They
Right.
don't have a facility and that they don't have a facility with Chinese in there and the East Indians in there. That's illegal immigrants working for them under the table.
Right.
They ain't doing that to them people, but guess what? They are doing it to God's chosen people.
Right.
They got 50 children. This is the cold part about it. Like immigration custom enforcement, nigga, they always you always see them looking for immigrants, right? The Hispanic brothers and Native American, you always see them looking for them. They going through tooth and nail to get to find them. You know what I'm saying? They send them back to their country. But look at last few weeks ago, they didn't find those. What was it? 50 people on the back of a trailer that died.
Right.
They didn't find them though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They only try to find the Hispanic brothers and the Native American Indian brothers as immigrants that's actually doing something.
Right.
You've been in America 30 years. You've been in America 20 years. You done started a family. You raised your kids in America. They've been going to school here. Then all of a sudden, they come, immigration custom enforcement come pop up, knock at your door, and then separate you from your family. That's
Right.
what they doing. You know what I'm saying? But the ones that ain't been here and coming here, which is all of it is against God. All of it should be illegal because this is their land, like you said. But
Right.
they're not going out their way and finding heathens and putting them in these factories to work for them. They
Not
going
wrong.
out and they finding the Israelites to go work for them. And then guess what? Immigration customs enforcement don't even know nothing about it. But
Right.
guess what? They are 9 times out of 10, they do know about it. They just ain't finna do a damn thing about it. You know what I'm saying? Because of course they're gonna be with it because they get free money. They get money. You know what I'm saying? So what you saying is absolutely right. This is a horrible kingdom, and the colonizer is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? You got 50 immigrant children working inside a Hyundai factory. That's horrible. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Keep going, Baba Kishar. You want to say something?
Yeah, so like it, sir. Just another quick sidebar, and for all you black people, you so-called African Americans, Jamaicans, Haitians, you understand? Anybody that's a part of the Southern Kingdom of Israel, whether you know it or not, you understand? If you sitting up here doubting that Latinos and Native Americans are Israelites, man, look at these goddamn stories that they doing to our brothers. They not like you said, sir. They not doing this to East Indians. They not doing this to Asians. They're not doing this to these Africans who beats are run out and they just running around doing whatever the hell they want to in America. Now they doing this to Latinos, and the only reason why they doing this to Latinos is because your American government, your oppressor, you understand, these damn devils that rule over us with an iron fist. They understand good and goddamn well that Latinos are God's chosen people, and they hate them just like they hate niggas. You understand? But Salaki.
No, that's facts. You keep reading, Baba Kishar.
Khan, sir. According to the families of 3 underage workers, listen to this, sir. Children as young as 12 were discovered working in the facility. In addition to 8 current and former employees, over the weekend, Hyundai said they don't tolerate underage employment, it said. Man, this is crazy, bro.
You did the baby with you?
Right? But if I may, you know what I'm saying, just to keep going, like, man, your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. I'm going to read that one more time. According to the families of 3 underage workers, children as young as 12 were discovered working in the facility. Come on, man, 12-year-olds. A 12-year-old is in 6th grade. Probably, depending on what city that you live in, this is a child that's in elementary school or just now getting to middle school. You understand? These goddamn devils are so greedy. They want your children to be like this. Hyundai is basically a modern day sweat factory. You understand? Full of migrant children as God's chosen people because your oppressor is the devil. I'm gonna keep reading. It says, in addition to 8 current and former employees, over the weekend, Hyundai said they don't tolerate underage employment. But meanwhile, you got 50 migrant children working at the plant. You understand? And where did it say? It was said in Montgomery, Alabama. Like your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. This damn devil literally then trafficked our babies to come to this country. You understand? Which is a country that's rightfully theirs because they've been here before anybody else on planet Earth. You understand? And they traffic our children to come here to be slaves, right? To literally be slaves at this Hyundai plant. Meanwhile, Hyundai said over the weekend that they don't tolerate underage employment, but you got 50 migrant children, right? Your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, right? And what's so cold about this, right? Like these is babies. These babies are deserving of a childhood. These babies are deserving to have fun in the summer, going to go play with their friends and going swimming and doing the things that kids do. But your oppressor is so much of the devil that the Bible speaks of that these little babies as young as 12 years old, like I got a daughter 9 years old, I would be ready to kill somebody if I found out that my child was being forced to work like a goddamn grown up helping build car parts. You understand? Like this is back-breaking labor that some adults can't even handle, right? But meanwhile, they got these damn babies. You understand? Just because they so-called migrants when this is their country. And the reason why this is happening, like I said, once again, these is God's chosen people that your oppressor hates, right? We the slaves of this society. You would never find any Caucasian children by this many amount of children working at a goddamn plant to produce cars of another nation, let alone Caucasians. They're not going to do Asians like this. They're not going to do they're not going to do these East Indians like this. You is not going to have 50 African kids as young as 12 years old working in a goddamn car plant helping to mass produce vehicles for this goddamn slave master. It's not going to happen. But you know who they will do it to? They will do it to Latinos. They will do it to black people because your oppressor has to keep his foot on your neck. You understand? And the reason why he got to keep his foot on your neck is the same reason. Like I don't want not as I brought this out in the class the other day. The history of slavery in Egypt. Like this is modern day Egypt all over again. They didn't just have grown-ups working in Egypt. They had your babies working in Egypt too, just like they got your babies working in Egypt today, right? But Salakia, sir, you want to say something?
No. What you saying is heavy. This is the same thing that's why I taught the class yesterday. It was talking about America being Egypt, and if you can't see the correlation, you sleep because exactly what was going on right now is exactly what was going on in ancient Egypt. Like
Right.
you know why black people and Hispanics hate their supervisors so much because you should. He shouldn't be over you. You know what I'm saying? They was oppressing us just like they is now. There's no way in 2022 you should find a 12-year-old working in a Hyundai factory. You know what I'm saying? Under the table, meaning he's not even getting paid. He's 12 years old. He's supposed to be in middle school somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Going to play basketball at the park somewhere, just doing anything that kids do. But
Right.
instead, he's working in a Hyundai factory like he has to pay rent at 12 years old.
Right.
That's horrible. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly why the condition that we in, Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians, is hell. This is absolutely a hellish condition that we in. Meanwhile, you waiting to go to die and go to hell, not knowing that nigga that what you're living right now is hell. You know what I'm saying? Was there any more on that article?
Yeah, kind sir. Salakia.
Mhm.
It said we have policies and procedures in place that require compliance with all local, state, and federal laws. The outlet points out the company did answer specific questions from them. Smart made a similar statement and denied any wrongdoing. Ooh-wee. In
Right.
addition, so like yes, sir, go ahead.
Like he's so evil, he denied any wrongdoing. He said, "I'm not wrong for what I did. Yeah. You caught some 12-year-olds working at my factory, but I'm not wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? And that just show you the spirit of your oppressor. They hold themselves not guilty for anything that they do. You know what I'm saying? They say that we're not wrong for slavery. We're not wrong for taking this land from the Native American Indians. We're not wrong for putting 1 million Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians in prison. We're not wrong for getting Black women to abort their baby. Whatever they do, they feel like they're not wrong for doing it. They doing it for a good damn reason. And guess what that reason is? For them to get rich. You know what I'm saying? For them to get rich. That's all this is about. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, Bubba Shaw.
If I may, sir, what you saying is so heavy, right? I'm gonna pull a
Yep.
scripture in a hot second, but what you saying is so heavy, right? For like the past, I want to say probably like the past 2 or 3 days, right? Because one of these days I'm gonna run it by you, sir, if you want to do it. I want to do a Monday night history class. I want to do like a series on it, but I want to do the history of the Edomites, right?
Yep.
And the not just the history of the Edomites, but the spirit that they've always had on them, right? So a lot of the research that I've been doing, I've been watching a lot of mafia movies and shows and stuff, right? I just was watching this one movie today, right? And it's called Mobsters. If you could, sir, Baba Kasha, you gotta watch that movie. It's about the making of the Italian mob, right? But long story short, uh the Edomite, the Italian mobster Lucky Luciano, who actually came up with the concept of the American mafia, right? He basically got schooled in being a damn evil conniving devil from a guy named Arnold Rothstein, right? Now Arnold Rothstein was a Jewish dude. If you don't know, Arnold Rothstein was the devil that actually fixed the 1919 Major League Baseball World Series. He actually had a hand in who was going to win that baseball game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which back in those times, baseball was the highest paid sport in America. You understand?
Yeah.
So this devil being Jewish, he got some pull. You understand? So make a long story short, they sat back in the room and he was trying to recruit Lucky Luciano to come work for him, right? So Lucky Luciano, he's sitting back and the devil Arnold Rothstein, he rock up on him. He like, what's the secret to America, right? Now, as I'm watching it, I'm like, what's the secret to America? What I want to say, I might be wrong with what he's about to say, right? So I'm just like, damn, what does he mean by what's the secret to America? I can't wait to hear what this devil gonna say. Lucky Luciano was puzzled. He like, man, I don't know. He flashed on him and said, money is the key to America. You understand? And this is literally what your oppressor loves. Your oppressor loves money. He don't give a damn whether he got to sell your mama on the streets, you understand, for some spare change just to make himself rich. You understand? He don't give a damn if he got to have 50 of your children when they supposed to be at school and going to little kid parties and you know what I'm saying, swimming on the weekends with their friends. He don't give a damn that these children don't have a childhood, and he don't give a damn that the poverty that they're trying to escape. All he wants is money. So what he gonna do? He gonna take 50 of your children and bring them into his establishment just so he can pay them pennies an hour, just so he can make millions of dollars. Just like you said, sir. If you getting like $1,000, if you getting like $1,000 a week for 50 people, right? That's upwards of $50,000, if not more. You understand? But your oppressors is so much of the devil. You understand? And a cheapskate. He would rather your kids work for pennies. You understand? He would rather your kids work for pennies just so he can keep money in his pocket and just so he can keep producing more money. If I could, so I'm gonna pull a scripture. Uh Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Like our oppressors slay us. You understand? They slay us in many different ways. They'll slay you by giving you a back-breaking job that you know you got to work this job for 20, 30, 40 years and have health problems and diseases because you've been working hard your whole damn life. And then they'll finally let you retire at 75. You understand? They don't hold themselves accountable. They don't see nothing wrong with what they do. So like, I'm gonna read that again. Whose possessors slay them hold themselves not guilty. You're like the oppressor, the so-called devil that the Bible speaks of. He don't see that he's doing nothing wrong to us. You
Yeah.
understand? He's not guilty. He don't feel guilty about what position that he put these 50 migrant children in. He didn't give a damn about that. All he knows is, man, look, I got some new workers. They're gonna work for fractions of what I would have to pay a person that's in this country, let alone an adult. You understand? These kids is gonna work for fractions of this money. And man, look, I ain't guilty about it. And then it says, and they that sell them say, "Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich." This is what Hyundai is saying. Man, praise God. Praise God that I can get 50 migrant children. This has to be a blessing from God that I can get these children to come work for me for pennies on the dollar. You understand? And it says, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. I don't hear no Christian pastor in these churches speaking up about the atrocities that's being committed against these children. You understand? You don't hear none of these Muslims going out on the street corners and telling our people, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we got to wake up to our culture because your oppressor, the devil that the Bible speaks of, wants to murder you, wants to slaughter you, wants to exploit you, wants to keep raping and robbing and murdering you. And the only way out is for you to come back to your own law, statutes, and commandments and follow God. Our own shepherds don't even give a damn about what's going on in our communities. You understand? And it's gonna keep continuing like this because you got these greedy bastard Edomites that's paying these shucking and jiving suit wearing niggas. You understand, Salaki, for the language. Uh they keep paying these brothers that don't give a damn about their own people. And what happens in turn, you got 50 migrant children that's going to be working at Tesla probably in the future, you understand? And they're gonna keep finding these same kind of stories over and over and over again because your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and your Christian pastor don't give a shit about you. You understand? But Salakia, sir, go ahead.
Yeah, no, what you're saying is heavy, and like this is how your oppressor think too. Like he think that since you already been, since America already then took advantage of you, nobody's gonna care about me doing it. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole government who been oppressing and taking advantage of Black and Hispanic Native American Indians. So if somebody that own a company, a white man that own a company or something decide to do it, he looking at it like, man, look at it. America already did it. The system already did it. So they can't fault me for doing it. I'm just trying to get in. Just like if a woman is a whore, right? You know what I'm saying? And she's sleeping with the whole neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And then you got some young brothers that come up and they're like, damn, nigga, she a whore. I'm still a virgin. I'm finna try to lose my virginity to her. You got like a whole group of young niggas trying to run the train on her. And they just trying to get with it. Everybody else did it. I might as well do it. That's how your oppressor look at you. Like, I can take a advantage of you. Everybody else already did it. You know what I'm saying? That's how they look at you. That's why they got 50 immigrant children inside of. I mean, it's like it for the metaphor, kind of retarded, but that's why they got 50 immigrant children working inside this Hyundai factory that's 12 years old.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they can take advantage of you. Who, like Jeremiah 15:5 said, who shall bemoan thee? Who shall go aside and ask how thou doest? Then ain't nobody going aside and asking how you doing at the border. Ain't nobody going aside asking how you doing since they separated you from your family. You know, since your children came up missing. I guarantee some of them children that's in that Hyundai factory, them immigrant children, them Hispanic brothers in that factory, I guarantee some of them missing.
Right.
You know
If I may, sir.
Yep.
I got that scripture for you right now if you want me to pull it.
No, you solid. No, you solid.
Okay, kind, sir.
You know what I'm saying? If you could finish that article about Kashad.
Kind, sir. Salakia. The outlet points out the company didn't answer specific questions from them. Smart made a similar statement and denied any wrongdoing. In addition, they rely on temporary work agencies to fill job positions. They said they denied any allegation that is knowingly employed anyone, Salakia, that it knowingly employed anyone who is ineligible for employment, Salakia. They also say the company expects the temporary work agencies to follow the law while recruiting workers. So basically, you understand, they trying to blame the temp agencies. Like we ain't hire these kids. We go through the temp agencies, right? And the temp agencies give us these workers. So now this is the reason why we got 50 kids working in our places of business, which is a lie. You understand? Like, okay, let's say the temp agency did give you these children, right? When a goddamn 12-year-old shows up to work at 6 o'clock in the goddamn morning, you just gonna be like, yeah, go ahead. Your station is over there. Yeah, of course your oppressor is gonna say your station is over there because he wants these kids to work, right? Like if anybody in their right mind or anybody with an ounce of humanity for another human being would have been like, hold on, you here to work? Man, there's somebody kid. Somebody call this person's parent and get them the hell up out of here. This is not a place for a child to be coming to work. Like your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And if you're wondering why brothers in the ISUP camp and the Commander General Yana, why we always call the oppressor, the so-called Caucasian man, the oppressor, is because until I get the oppressor and the devil is because he oppresses the world and he deceives the world into thinking that what he has done is right. You understand? But Salaki, sir, I don't know if you just heard the last of the little piece of the article, but basically they said they basically said that Hyundai is blaming the temp agencies for these children coming to work at their establishments.
Goddamn. Hey, you know that's a lie. Like the nigga, I didn't work through temp agencies, nigga,
Right,
forever. Nigga,
right,
temp agencies, they do a thorough background. You need your social security card.
right, right.
You need your ID. None of that. Temp agency don't want no money that bad. You know what I'm saying? They don't get paid regardless. It's so many
Right.
jobs. They don't need to have 50 people get hired just at Hyundai. You know what I'm saying? No, that didn't happen because no temp agency. That happened because the oppressor is a greedy, lustful bastard. That's why that happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And if I may, sir, like
Yep.
let like you said, the temp agency is gonna do a thorough background check, but let a 12-year-old walk into a goddamn temp agency and be like, I want a job. They're gonna be like, man, look, somebody call this child's parent and get them up out of here, man. You
Right.
understand? Like ain't nobody finna see if you man, a 12-year-old don't look like a 20-year-old. I don't give a damn where the hell you at. You
Yeah.
understand? Unless he's some LeBron James type of little dude, you feel me? He just hella big, you understand? Which is not necessarily happening in South America. You understand? Let's just keep
Yeah.
it 100. It ain't too many 6'5", 12-year-old Mexican boys walking around. You understand? That's
Right.
not going down. Like the oppressor, and I was just saying too, sir. This is the reason why we call the oppressor or the so-called Caucasian man the devil because he's deceived the world. You understand? And
Yeah.
he's always up to some tricks trying to deceive somebody every day that he wakes up. But Salaki, sir, go ahead.
Yeah. No, that's facts. The way TV paint the picture and the way this society paint the picture. You know what I'm saying? We think that when we see the oppressor, that he's not the oppressor. He's our friend. He's our brother. You know what I'm saying? We can sit at the table in brotherhood and love each other. But meanwhile, he's gonna run inside a goddamn grocery store in Buffalo, New York, and try to wipe out everybody that's black. Meanwhile, he's gonna run in a movie theater and try to wipe out everybody that's black. That's the real oppressor. That's
Right,
that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Or they're gonna take advantage of your children and have them working in the goddamn factory and they 12 years old. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can scratch that. You can grab the next article about that pastor.
ooh wee. This I was waiting on this one.
Man, ooh, fucking we. I've been waiting to get that one about that pastor, man. That nigga's a pimp.
This is crazy. I got it, sir. I'm about to get it started. Salaki. Brooklyn pastor says, oh, hold on. The presser, the devil. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Brooklyn pastor says he and his wife were robbed of more than 1 million in jewelry while preaching.
You see that?
Hold on, Salakia, sir. If I may,
Yep.
Like the music industry, like the rap game, is different than what it was back in the '90s and the early 2000s, right? If a pastor got robbed for $1 million in jewelry at the church, man, dude was icy as hell. You understand?
Got a million. Bring it back to it.
Dude was icy. He was sitting up there like they probably seen bro walk up in there, nigga slid past, like, yep, they're gonna pass her again. We gonna get this nigga today, you understand? $1 million in jury. And then it's crazy, right? I ain't gonna lie, this article is funny as hell to me because you gotta think about it. You a pastor, you in Brooklyn, so I know you in the ghetto. You're not in you're not in no white neighborhood in Brooklyn. You probably in Flatbush, East Flatbush, Canarsie. You understand? You probably in Bed-Stuy. You probably right around the corner from Tompkins Projects with $1 million in jury on, going to go lie to these damn black people in their neighborhood like you do every week, and niggas got tired of seeing you shining while we broke. You understand? And I'm not advocating that anybody, you understand, in the ISUPK or outside the ISUPK do this to anybody, but I can understand why brothers would actually go in there and rob this pastor. You understand? Like, if you look at the black community is destroyed. When you look at the black community, the only people you see with money is rappers, probably from your neighborhood, a drug dealer, a scammer, and your pastor. You know damn well the pastor got the money. The pastor been scamming your grandma out her money, asking her for tithes, and she been in the front row of the church with that gigantic hat on for 20, 30 years, and your pastor keep wearing these nice suits, keep pulling up in these new Cadillacs, these Benzes, these Beamers. Like, everybody know that the pastor ain't doing bad. And the reason why the pastor ain't doing bad is because he's scamming us. He's scamming the black, Latino, and Native American community, knowing damn well we in hell. But he don't give a damn about us. Like I just read in Zechariah, the 11th chapter, verse 5, right? Our shepherds have no pity on us. You understand? But I'm going to read this right here. Jeremiah chapter 15 verse 5. For who shall have
No. Hey, Slaki, if I may, I got hella shit going on. But if you could read the article from the top right quick, Bob Kashad, that's
okay,
crazy.
kind of, sir. Brooklyn pastor says he and his wife were robbed of more than $1 million in jewelry while preaching.
Man, a Brooklyn pastor was robbed for more than $1 million of jewelry while he was preaching. Damn, that's deep. Like, why are you a pastor and you own $1 million in jewelry? And I'm pretty sure you got more jewelry at the house and all your other little mansions. Like, he had $1 million. Him and his wife had $1 million in jewelry. And guess what? The people that robbed them, they understood that they was taking advantage of the community. They understood that, man. Look, it ain't no way this is a pastor, and he got all this jewelry on every goddamn Sunday. My grandma come back from church and she be saying, "Oh Lord, praise Jesus." My pastor, he got big, nice watches on with diamonds in them and rings. You know, grandma, they put it on thick. Grandson a goon. He got what? He like what? He be teaching live. Let me see that nigga preaching. You know what I'm saying? She's showing. He like, grandma, will you go to church at? Like, I'll go right there on nigga wooty woo woo. He like, bet. You going to church with me next week? Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm thinking about it.
I'm not gonna lie, sir.
Like,
in the world, I would have did it.
But look, you hear me? Like, come on, man.
I'm going to go get him.
You've been sitting here robbing grandma and them for the past decade, 2 decades. You've been literally robbing them blind.
Right.
Not even them, but the whole community. They come to your church and they give you the last. They don't want to put $5, $20 in there, $100. So some people put a few $100 in there and they don't even got it like that, because you didn't told them that if they do that, the Lord gonna give them 600 back because they put 300. You know what I'm saying? So people going, they doing the most. They trying to put the most money in and see who can put the most money in. It's a fight to put the money. And then this is the thing with the Christian church. If you put a lot of money and they know you did it, they gonna put your name in a little banner floating across the screen in the sky, and You know what I'm saying? All at the church, they're gonna have your face blasted, shaking the pastor's hand, and they're gonna be like, "This brother right here donated $2,000." So then everybody else gonna be like, "Ooh, I need to donate 4. I need for them to look at me like I'm a good citizen type shit." And that's what you do. And meanwhile, he been taking all this money. And I wish we can post a video. Because not only did he have $1 million in jury, look around, the nigga pulled up in a Lamborghini truck, revving the engine, bounced out. His wife recorded. He's like, "Yeah, man, you already know. So man, yeah, man, I want y'all to tune into my videos about real estate." You know, so I'm like, this nigga's a pimp. I'm like, this nigga's a full-fledged pimp. They had big diamonds all on him. And he got like multiple videos. One video, he hopped out of a Lamborghini truck. The next video, he hopped out of a Rolls Royce truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got real big. He got cars that's worth thousands of dollars. And he got that off telling you lies. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get this off telling you the truth. He didn't get this because God blessed him like he tell the congregation. Because I was looking at his videos. He was like, all this won't be possible. And I want you to understand this. It ain't me. God did this. No, God didn't do that. God don't want you robbing everybody, taking their money. And then, but I don't want to jump ahead of the gun. But if I may right quick, though, all these Christian pastors are like that. You know what I'm saying? And when you look it up, the Christian church since the 80s, they done got $800 billion. You know what I'm saying? Not just $1 billion. They got $800 billion from the black community. And you wonder why your neighborhood's getting gentrified. You wonder why the city falls into decay and everybody's selling drugs and prostituting and living in bandos and doing cash for keys and being squatters and all that. You wonder why all that's going on. That's going on because the Christian church failed. Your pastor failed to give you the word that Christ died for. He told you a goddamn lie to fill his pockets up. He knew by telling you a lie, that was going to fill his pockets up. He was going to leave with money bags telling you this goddamn lie. And all of them know this, and all of them teach the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And it don't make no goddamn sense that we in 2022 and we still falling for it. Luckily, these brothers was wise enough. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying we promote robbing them, but these niggas understood that they were getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas understood that they was getting robbed, nigga, because just like the scriptures say, like, if you murder somebody, guess what? The Lord gonna put a spirit on somebody to murder you. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing on robbery. If you out here robbing everybody, stealing out of people's houses and stuff, and you manipulating people, lying to them, taking their money, the same thing gonna happen to you. You've been robbing everybody. You got millions of dollars in cars, millions of dollars in assets and jewelry, houses, clothing, all this, and then somebody rob you, and now you want them to be punished for that crime. What about you? What about you? You know what I'm saying? Keep reading, Bob Kashar.
Okay, so like it's our quick sidebar. What you
ahead.
said, everything you just said was so heavy. Like, not only do so-called street niggas and thugs and people who portraying to be gangsters want to be like the oppressor, because all of this comes from the oppressor anyway. Your Christian pastor want to be like the oppressor. Your Christian pastor has learned that the oppressor has taught so many lies and won doing it. So what he gonna do? He gonna do exactly what your oppressor has taught him to do, to teach lies and win while doing it. You understand? But Salaki, so I'm gonna read it. A flashy this CNN, a flashy Brooklyn pastor known for wearing designer outfits and extravagant jewelry says he was robbed along with his wife of more than $1 million while he was preaching at church Sunday.
Like, you know how bold that is?
No, for sure.
For you to be lying to people, taking all their money, and then go and every Sunday you continue to lie to them, and they continue to get more. You know how bold you got to be to do that? Like, you got to be a bold motherfucker. I mean, a bold person to be like, you know what? I done got millions of dollars all in them lies. This Sunday coming up, I'm gonna continue this. This is very profitable. Me being a liar and a deceiver and a predator, I profit off doing this. Then that take a certain type of individual to be like that. That take a certain type of individual to, like, you really don't give a damn about your people, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a damn. All that God loves everybody that Christian pastors be talking about, they don't believe that garbage. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, why God? It seemed like God don't love the people that's in the ghetto, that's suffering and dying off fentanyl. It seems like He don't love them. It seems like
Right.
God don't love the people who had to bury 3 of their goddamn family members this year because gang violence. It don't seem like God loved them. Go to Chicago. It don't seem like God loves Chicago. It don't seem like God love Oakland. You know what I'm saying? In South Sacramento. It don't seem like God love Richmond. So you can't believe that a goddamn lie. Who the hell? Because it seems like He loves the oppressor. If the God that y'all teaching about in the Christian church, it seemed like they love the oppressor. Because they the ones that's well off. They the ones who flourishing and they buying real estate and property, and the killers, they kids going to college and being great. You know what I'm saying? They got something to be proud about. But it don't seem like God love black people. And you continue to tell, and then black people, we so destroyed. We look at that lie, we say, you know what, I'm gonna take that lie. I'm gonna take that lie because I'm already going through so much hell. Hopefully, when I die, I get to experience what the oppressor is experiencing already right now. Hopefully, like that's how far and how gone we is as a people. We just like, damn, nigga, I'm going through hell, nigga. But I just hope that when I die, nigga, I can at least get to live like them, at the least, because I can't stop it right now. I can't turn back the hands of town. It is what it is, and this disgusting bastard is taking advantage of our people. It really be making me mad, bro. Like,
Right.
nigga, I don't want to hear if you black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, don't say nothing about the ISUK. Because guess what? Commander Junior Hunter got money from because niggas pay tithes. Guess what? You will never see him with $1 million in jury on.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? You will never. And then to be honest with you, I ain't talking about the general nothing. Then with some of the clothes you be wearing, I'm like, God damn, General, you can't get a better shirt. You know, God damn, General, I know you can afford a better shirt. You know what I'm saying? But that's how humble Commander Junior Hunter is. He don't want all these new clothing and thousand and $1 million in cars and jury and assets. You'll never see him and his wife stunting on a goddamn whole nation of people. But guess what? That happens in the Christian church all the time. You pull up to the Christian church, you got a goddamn Cadillac, the check engine light on. You about to run out of gas in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? You get someone, and meanwhile, nigga, he pulling up in a Lamborghini truck. His wife bouncing on the car. They're there letting a fucking what's that? What's the red carpet roll out so your feet won't hit the goddamn ground. You so goddamn roll. You know what I'm saying? That is disgusting, man. If you black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, get the hell out that Christian church.
All
You
right.
understand? But Salakia.
Yeah, Kyle, so I'm gonna continue.
But it said it's this flashy pastor and what keep reading Moses up.
Okay. Police say they received a report that 3 people entered the Leaders of Tomorrow's church Sunday with firearms and removed the jewelry. Pastor Lamar
Listen,
Miller White
right
said,
quick. Yeah. Y'all, the leaders of tomorrow church. Yeah, you leading black people and you teaching black people to rob. That's why them niggas ran to your church and did it. That nigga church named the Leaders of Tomorrow Church. Nigga, you been robbing everybody. You know what I'm saying? You've been robbing everybody goddamn blind. And you talking about the leaders of tomorrow. Yeah, the Christian church has absolutely been the leaders of the black community. That's why everybody is robbing and stealing and killing and aborting babies. We learned that from going to church. Cause we learned that from going. That ain't got nothing to do with the Bible. You didn't learn that because God. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But you let him tell it. You learned that because God wanted this. God wanted you to abort your baby so you can come in here and pay tithes. Let him tell it. But Salaki, keep going.
Okay, sir. Salaki. And removed the jewelry. Pastor Lamar Miller Whitehead, who goes by Bishop, and his wife were wearing. Police noted the investigation is ongoing. Part of the reported incident was captured on video from inside the church. A portion of the live stream was obtained by CNN affiliate WCBS before it was removed and shows at least one perpetrator holding a gun on a pastor and interrupting his sermon. All right, all right, all right. Whitehead says in the video as he raised his hand and lowered himself to the floor.
Good look. That nigga thought he was gonna die, and I understand. It just nigga said, all right, all right, all right, I'm gonna give it up. But it's just like anytime you rob somebody, bro, then they come back and they find out where you live at, where you stay at, and then they catch you lacking and run up
Right.
on you with a gun, you gonna be scared to death because you know what you did to them people was wrong. You know you broke into that nigga car and you was stealing his radio. You know you didn't stole that nigga car. You know you didn't rob this nigga, stole his bundle. You know you didn't did all that. So when the nigga that you robbed and stole from finally catch you, you like, oh damn, dude, hold on, bro, look. I can give it back to you. I got it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? I was watching Breaking Bad, right? And
Uh,
man, the nigga the feds was on him. He damn near was finna go down. It's inevitable. And so he had like 5 wheelbarrows of money with like millions of dollars in there. So then he told somebody, they pull up to the little spot where he had it buried. They hold him at gunpoint, rob him. You know what I'm saying? So then ultimately he ended up finding where they be at after they robbed him. And then he ended up killing a few of them, and then he got the last one who had something to do with it. And he put the gun to him, right? And then the nigga like, man, look, you already shot me. I got your money, man. If you want your money, you can't pull the trigger if you want your money, because then I ain't gonna tell you where the money is. You know what I'm saying? And then he just shot him anyway, like, man, fuck you and that money because you disrespected me. Like, you can't be mad that these niggas ran in the church and got you. You've
right.
been robbing everybody. No, don't say okay now.
Hey,
That nigga sound
like
like when
it,
you like you
sir.
about to whoop your kids. Nigga, they about to get a whooping. They're like, no, dad, okay. That's over with.
Right.
Nigga, you broke the TV. You know what I'm saying? But so what'd you say?
So like it, sir. Let me run through this article real quick, Bubba Kashak, because I ain't gonna be able to read the next ones, but I'm gonna
Oh
try
yeah,
to
bet.
run through. And
Yep.
this shit cold,
Yep.
Salaki. Oh, he said that. Hold on, Salaki. All right. It's pretty much started stating. Hold on, Salaki. Oh, I'm gonna go right here. The video, okay. That all right. It's pretty much stating that I'm not going to do anything right because I know y'all coming for me. Y'all coming straight for me. I don't want my uh uh parishioners hurt. He said, I got women and children there. As I got down, one went to my wife and took all her jewelry and had the gun in front of my 8-month-old baby's face. He continued, took off my bishop's ring, my wedding band, and took off my bishop chain. And then I had chains underneath my robe. God damn, this nigga was icy in the church. And he started, slugging.
This
And he
nigga got
said,
hidden jury. It's
his
crazy.
jewelry. And he started tapping my neck to see if there was anything else. Hey, so they knew this nigga was having it.
Look, they knew he was up.
Right,
He was really in his bag off the church.
right.
Nigga was in his bag. He said he started tapping my chest to see if
Ho-
I had any more chains on.
Hold on, sir. This shit crazy. So that means they knew. They watched and they knew that I have other jewelry, he said. Whitehead said there were gunmen with firearms raised to the deacons at the door as well. There were about 20 to 25 congregants present, police said. My church is traumatized, Whitehead said. The NYPD said they received a report that the suspects took more than $1 million worth of jewelry and then fled the location on foot. They reportedly entered a white Mercedes Benz vehicle and were seen traveling eastbound on Avenue D. Police said. Now, listen to this, sir. Whitehead, the pastor, this same rich ass nigga that
Right.
been lying to the community, is offering a $50,000 reward for information that will lead to the arrest of the people he says robbed him. This ain't Crime Stoppers offering this money. This the pastor, boy. This nigga shaking off lying to the black community. So like you,
He
I
said
won't
he got
go
a $50,000 reward out for the people that robbed him. Well, what we need the community need to have a reward out on you
right,
because you didn't rob them for millions. Of
right.
course, you're gonna put up 50. That ain't nothing. You gonna put up $50,000. That ain't nothing. You got millions off robbing us. You know what I'm saying? You didn't got that from grandma, nigga, in 3 years alone. That's ridiculous, man.
Man, Salaki, this cold, sir.
Yep.
I want justice. I want these men arrested. The pastor said in the Instagram video posted Monday. I know somebody knows something, and I want to make sure that you all know that I'm invested into this. He also said the security system inside the church is going to change and that he plans to hire a therapist for the church to talk to members and children on how to cope with what happened. According to his bio, Whitehead attended the New York Theological Seminary and completed his studies with a certificate in ministry and human services from the Theological Institution of Rising Hope Incorporated. It touts him as a licensed New York State chaplain and certified marriage and funeral officiant. In 2013, he founded Leaders of Tomorrow Ministry in Brooklyn, his bio states. So, if I may, sir, this nigga ain't even been a pastor for 10 years and he got $1 million in jury? Boy, boy, boy.
Yeah, because he went to school on how to manipulate. He
Right,
went to theological school. That nigga, he know how to manipulate people to get them to put that money in. Because I guarantee you, because we know they're not teaching them about God. Because if
right.
that was the case, grandkids wouldn't have ran in there and robbed him. They would have
That,
never ran in there and robbed him. You know
facts.
what I'm saying? That's ridiculous, man. And that's what's going on with throughout all the community. You got Christian pastors that's robbing everybody in the community. But in South America, whether you in America, you in Britain, that's literally their job. You know what I'm saying? It's to rob. That's why the scriptures say this is a people robbed and spoiled. That's Isaiah 42 and 22. This is a people robbed and spoiled. Nigga, robbed and spoiled by who? You know what I'm saying? By the very same people that we look at to be men of God. We robbed and spoiled by them. What is a spoil? A spoil of war is something that you get after you win the war. If you go to war with somebody and you conquer them and you win that war, everything else is a spoil. Their house, their children, their money, their jewelry, that's a spoil. And that's what your Christian pastors have been treating black people as. They've been treating your Christian pastors have been treating black people as a spoil of war. You just something that I gained through going to war. Because guess what? Your Christian pastor being a pastor and teaching lies, guess who he's at war with? He's at war with God. Teaching God loves everybody, you blatantly going to war with God. Teaching come as you are, you going to war with God. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing. And that's what they teach the black community, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Salakia, keep going. Is there any more on it?
Yeah, kind of. So I'm about to just run through this shit real quick because it's like 4 little short paragraphs. His church bio also says he was adopted as a mentee by Eric Adams, the former Brooklyn Borough president and current mayor of New York. No one in this city should be the victim of armed robbery, let alone our faith leaders and congregants, congregants worshiping in the house of God. Adams said in a statement, the NYPD is investigating this crime and will work tirelessly to bring the criminals involved to justice. Whitehead encouraged those responsible to turn themselves in to the police. I forgive you and I'm praying for you, you know, and I hope that God deliver you from the mindset of who you are at this time, he said. Whitehead and his church have not returned calls for comment. The pastor made headlines in June when he said he was involved in trying to negotiate the surrender of a man accused of shooting and killing Goldman Sachs employee on New York City subway. Police ultimately arrested the man before he could voluntarily surrender. Whitehead's verified Instagram account details, listen to this, sir, his extravagant shows of wealth, including Louis Vuitton and blazing suits, large jewelry, and flashy cars. In a video on Sunday night, he pushed back against the media headline referring to him as flashy. It's not about me being flashy. It's about me purchasing what I want to purchase, he said. It's my prerogative to purchase what I want to purchase. If I work hard for it, and he did, I can purchase what I want to purchase. So like it. That was it on that, sir. This
Right.
is, come on,
It's
man.
like why would you want to have a congregation of poor people and then you the only one that's stunting that got all this money and all this jewelry and all these fly cars. Like they pulling up straight from the ghetto, from the hood, and from the slums. They pulling up in Cadillacs with the goddamn check engine light on. They pulling up. They got 8 kids. They in the back of the car, lapped up with no car seats. They pulling up to come see you, in hopes of being able to look like you. That's how you manipulate. That's what you call an enchanter. You know what I'm saying? Like you watch, like we was talking about at camp the other day. Like for instance, you'll watch a Carl's Jr. commercial, right? And on a Carl's Jr. commercial, it'll have a Edomite woman on there, half naked, nigga, with no clothes on. She got a bikini on with some little short jean shorts on, with her butt hanging out and the wind blowing on her, and she's sitting there eating a Whopper. You know what I'm saying, with onion rings on it. And then she make what the hell did this naked woman on top of this car with the wind blowing got to do with the new Whopper burger? What the hell they got to do with it? But it don't. But that's how they get you to go buy the burger, by enchanting you. And that's the same thing with Christian pastors. They pull up in all these nice big suits like Steve Harvey. They pull up in these Lamborghini trucks and Rolls Royces and have all $1 million in jewelry on like this dude. Because they know that you're poor, and they know of you being naive. You think that God blessed them with all this money and these cars and these clothing and they're all this wealthy lifestyle. So you go to church being poor as hell, and you give them your money in hopes that God gonna bless you one day so you can be able to live lavish like him, and it never happens. And you give the pastor your money, and he just take advantage of you and take your money, rob you from your money. And then you still suffer in the ghetto, because what the pastor should be giving you is the truth. You know what I'm saying, about who you is, the truth about these laws, statutes, and commandments. And it might not give you no money, but it will save you from being in hell. You know what I'm saying? It will save you from a lot of things that you suffer from. But that's not what they do. You know what I'm saying? Your Christian pastor is an enchanter. He put all that money on and put all that money on that you give him to make it look good, so you can have faith in coming to church and giving him your money. That's what they do. You understand? This dude had $1 million in jewelry, and you pulling up to church in a Cadillac with the check engine light on. You need brakes, or oil change, and all that, and you pulling up to church still giving this man your money. Your kids ain't even got no goddamn diapers, and you still giving this man money. That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're going to scratch that. Let's get the next article. Because the next article is it's a 24-year-old rapper named Jada Youngin. You know what I'm saying? I know if you 30-something years old, you might not know who this is. But I done heard a few of his songs. I think he tied with NBA Youngboy. This is one of the NBA Youngboy's friends, right? Let me see. Right, exactly. Crafty Counsel. That's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? But this is Jada Youngin, dead at 24 after being shot in Louisiana. Jada the Youngin. So I get here. Jada the Youngin has passed away after sustaining gunshot wounds in Louisiana. Taser.
My baby's fine.
All right. It said, Jada the Youngin has passed away after sustaining gunshot wounds in Louisiana, according to Facebook post made by Bogalusa Police Department. Another person described by police as close family members, Kenyatta Scott Sr., was injured in the shooting and is currently in stable condition. So Jada the Youngin is a rapper out of Louisiana. He fall up on the NBA Youngboy. You know what I'm saying? He was shot and killed earlier today. You know what I'm saying? About 4 hours ago in Louisiana at an apartment complex. You know what I'm saying? And he passed away from his injuries. And it's a horrible thing to see, because a lot, especially young brothers, they like to become rappers. They might have been a real brother from their city. Everybody know they was real. They used to fight in school and carry guns and go to juvenile hall. So then they use that as a way to get money and get out of the neighborhood, which will really, that's what they should do. But they use that and they become rappers. And pour from Bubba Job. All right, no sweat. And they use it to become rappers, and then they still talk about and live the same thing that they was living prior to becoming a millionaire. and then you see him die every time. It happened
Right.
every time you seen Duck, FBGD Duck dying in Chicago. You seen who else? You seen what's his name? The other brother that died from FGB Duck. I mean that died from FGBB in Chicago. You seen him die recently. I think his name was Dollar or something like that. Or Cash. You know what I'm saying? FBGD Cash. You seen him die. They get millions of dollars and then they still it's in their mind that they still have to go back to that same block and go to those same stores and do the same thing that they used to do. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to be looked at as somebody that moved out and that moved away from the hood and left everybody. You know what I'm saying? But it's like for instance, like you look at Chief Keef, right? Like Chief Keef, that nigga, he moved out of Chicago. He stopped being around all that. He moved out of Chicago, and guess what? He still get money. His family is still good. He ain't got to worry about none of the stuff that everybody else worry about. And it's just a sad thing to see. But I'm gonna keep reading. It said Jada the Youngin, legal name Javaris Scott, was 24 years old. And his brother was young. 24 years old. That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Lord forbid he had kids. It said Kendall Bullen, chief of police for the Bogalusa Police Department, confirmed the details shared in the Facebook post with Complex. We can now identify the victims of Javaris Scott, a.k.a. Jada Youngin, and close family members, Kenyatta Scott Sr., Bogalusa Police Department wrote. We can also confirm that Javaris Scott has died as a result of his injuries. Kenyatta Scott Sr. has been transported to another facility, and we have been told he is in stable condition. But his brother died. He still was trying to hang in the same areas that he was hanging in, and he got killed. He got killed. It said the post continued. Detectives are currently conducting interviews and working leads. Further information will follow as it becomes available. Police who say they received a call about the first shooting at 5:50 p.m. believe that a second shooting that took place shortly after might be connected to the one which Jada the Young was fatally shot. No one was hit in the second shooting. So you got some brothers that they got demons on them. They want to take somebody's life. They've been spinning. You know, that's the new word everybody like to say. They spinning. You know what I'm saying? They hit up this neighborhood over here, shot at somebody, nobody was hit. Then they double back and shot up over here and end up killing Jada the Young. While working a chaotic scene at the hospital and working the crime scene in Superior Avenue, another shooting took place in the 800 block of Marshall Richardson Road shortly after 7 o'clock. The Bogalusa Police Department said in a statement, in that case of a vehicle was shot, possibly but related to the first shooting. The occupants were not hit. So you got some brothers that they just, and I guarantee these some young brothers. I guarantee the people that was doing this, they weren't even 24 years old. You know what I'm saying? Because what you don't understand, a lot of times in the Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian community, when somebody get killed, especially when it's like something like this, it be the youngsters doing it. It don't be the people that's 24 years old and 30 and 35. Sometimes it'd be like that, but for the most part, when people be out here doing murders, it be them 14, 15, 16-year-olds. That's when they really trying to get a name for themselves, and they really trying to get out there as being a slider, as being somebody that's spin and really take your life in the streets. If they really be that young doing that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they be as young as 12 years old. But what we gotta understand is, man, we gotta stop trying to live this lifestyle that don't benefit us. Being a gangster, like being a gangster, that's not Black culture. You know what I'm saying? Being a gangster, that's Italian culture.
Right.
Wanting to be gangster and slide and shoot up the whole goddamn block. That's Italian culture. That has never been Black culture, man. And then you fall victim to it, and guess what? Everybody got to suffer. Because guess what? The people that killed him, they gonna get caught. And if they too young, if they're younger than 18, they gonna be tried as an adult, and they gonna be sent to prison for the rest of their goddamn life.
Hell yeah.
Their family's gonna suffer. The brother Jada the Youngin who got killed, his family and his children, if he got any, they all gonna suffer. But then guess who ain't suffering? The coroners. Guess who ain't suffering? The people that gotta come take the block off, the detectives, yes, the judge, everybody. Because guess what? Everybody's getting paid off you dying. This is facts. Everybody get paid off you dying. Just off one Black man dying, the city make about $500,000 just off one Black person dying. This is facts.
Right.
Look, They make about $500,000 because they gotta pay the detectives, the coroners. You know what I'm saying? They gotta pay the who else? Who else in part of the investigations? They gotta pay everybody that's a part of that investigation, man. They gotta
Right.
pay everybody. And you out here, you ain't got no money for no lawyer. You ain't got no money to bury yourself. Your family got to throw a goddamn fish fry just to pay for your burial. Your family got to have a car wash and have your sisters and aunties out there half naked with signs like this. You know what I'm saying? To pay for your goddamn car wash. It's a goddamn shame, bro. It's a goddamn shame, my nigga. That's why you got a black, Hispanic, Native American. You got to wake up and understand that it's not your culture for you to be killing brothers that look just like you. You know what I'm saying? But what'd you say, Crayola?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, just to piggyback off what you were saying, you feel me? Like, and it's crazy too, because I had seen this, I seen this on YouTube earlier, and I'm actually familiar with the young brother's music. The brother was talented, you understand,
Yeah.
like extremely talented, right? But like the scriptures say, like you shouldn't, damn, I forget what scripture it is, but I'm gonna paraphrase. Basically, like don't don't uh uh don't have glory, or don't show glory to something that's unprofitable in your children. You understand? I'm paraphrasing the scripture, right? Like blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, when we got a child that can rap or play basketball or can actually make money for this establishment, and it'll put us in a position to where we a little bit better off, to where we can get poverty, we tend to get behind our children just to follow their dreams, even though their dreams might have them be murdered one day. You understand? Like this brother Jetty Youngin was a talented brother, right? He got a few hit songs, you understand? But all of that talent is just wasted away, because what did he do? He promoted the gang culture. He promoted the drug culture. He promoted being something that God did not want him to be. You understand? If I may, sir, I want to put Proverbs 3:31.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. You understand? The Lord does not want us to envy the person that's ruling over us. And for you to envy the oppressor, to envy something is to be jealous of it. You understand? To want to be like that. Like you said, sir, being a gangster, being a street nigga, being in a gang. All of this is Italian culture, from gangs to being drug dealers. You understand? To being a so-called mob nigga. This is all the oppressors' culture. Like they the biggest drug dealers and users. They the biggest pimps. They the biggest murderers. You talking about brothers saying, "Oh, I'm a slider. I'll be spinning." Nigga, the devil that the Bible speaks of, this nigga slide and spin on countries. He
Yeah.
slide and spin on continents. You understand? He slide and spins on whole nations of people. You understand? The Lord said, "Envy thou not our oppressor, and choose none of his ways." His ways ain't gonna it's not going to allow us to prosper, because the Lord don't want us to be drug dealers. The Lord don't want you to be a murderer. You understand? The Lord don't want you to hate your brother and go around killing your people. He made Esau and the ways that Esau has for his day of destruction. You understand? So when we choose the oppressor's ways, we envy him. We want to be like the oppressor. I'm a real street nigga. I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm sliding. I'm spinning. I'm catching bodies. All this type of stuff. You reap what you sow. You understand? You're gonna get exactly what the Lord is going to give you back. Whatever you put out in the earth, that's what you're gonna get back. We don't believe in karma, we believe in the Bible. And the Bible says you reap what you sow. You're gonna get exactly what you give in the public. And if I could, sir, Baba Shah, I want to read one more scripture, because I was just reading real quick, and this scripture is heavy right here. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 20. Salakia. The Lord will not spare him, but then the anger of the Lord and his jealousy shall smoke against that man. And all the curses that are written in this book shall lie upon him, and the Lord shall blot out his name from under heaven. You understand?
Right. And if
The
I
Lord,
may,
go ahead, sir.
if I could, those two scriptures that you pulled is heavy because like we see a 24-year-old brother that got killed, who was an artist. You know what I'm saying? Who was actually uh like he was getting money off being an entertainer, being a rapper.
Right, right.
He got millions of dollars. He was up under the NBA YoungBoy, And we seen this brother throw away his life and to be a gang member and to prove to the streets that he was really with the business. You know what I'm saying? That I'm not a coward. I can still go back to where I can still go back to my hood. You know what I'm saying? And what we gotta understand is that the Bibles gave us solutions and gave us what is it? They gave us laws on how to deal with each other. Because I
Right.
guarantee the people that killed him, the other brothers that killed him, I guarantee they killed him for something stupid. I
Mm-hmm.
guarantee they killed him for something that wasn't even worth really dying for. Nigga, he stepped on your shoe, or y'all mugged each other at a house party when y'all was 16 years old, and then y'all ain't never got along ever since. Or y'all was both talking to the same girl, and she was playing both of y'all, but then she said that he said this about you, and then she told you he said this about you. So then now when y'all see each other, instead of coming at each other and be like, hey man, look, bro, you mind if I talk to you right quick, bro? I'm like, yeah, man. I know we both was messing with this girl, man. She said that you said this and this happened. We'll do, and talking it out and getting to the problem. It's easier for you to just say, man, F him, F his hood too, nigga. I'm gonna get this gun when I see him again, nigga. I'm a stretch, bro. I'm gonna stretch him as soon as I see him. You know what I'm saying? Because every time I done ran into him, man, nigga, it seemed like he got a problem with me. So next time I see him, I'm gonna just pop shot at him. And that's a horrible way to live. You know what I'm saying? That is an absolutely horrible way to live. But like you said, we got that from our oppressor. We got hating each other. We know why black hate each other because the oppressor hates us, and that we've been taught to be like him. You know what I'm saying? We've been taught to maneuver like him, move like him, and behave like him. That's why we hate each other. You know what I'm saying? But it take a certain type of man to be like, man, you know, we got a problem with each other. Hey, but everybody, niggas don't need to die behind this. You know how many people die behind one brother having an alt with another brother, and they just not being man enough to come to each other and go to him and him alone and finish that argument or that problem that was happening between them. You know how people die behind that. I didn't seen it my whole life growing up. This neighborhood is fucking over with this neighborhood because this person said this, and you know what I'm saying. And nobody ever like you never see nobody go to nobody and be like, man, look, I heard you say this, bro. Did you say that? Oh no, you ain't say that. Okay, nigga, it's all. It's easier to just say because they look at you addressing a problem as being a coward. That's how black people look at it. They look at you addressing whatever problem that's going on with you and another person as being a coward. Or really, that's what you should do. That's the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Because then you will stop people from getting murdered. You know, people. It's so many people that don't do that, and then guess what? You might be popular in school. Next thing you know, you got 4, 5 brothers that's rocking with you like y'all don't fuck with him either. Then he got the same thing on this side. And next thing you know, the whole neighborhood behind you on this side, the whole neighborhood behind him on this side. And next thing you know, hundreds of people got to die behind this. That's what happens in Chicago all the time. That's what happens in Oakland all the time. You know what I'm saying? And brothers got to wake up and understand that. You know what I'm saying? We got to wake up and understand that. I'm going to keep reading though. It said, while working a chaotic scene at the hospital and working the crime scene of a Superior Avenue, another shooting took place in the 800 block of Marshall Richardson Road shortly after 7 o'clock. And this is what you gotta understand. Like I said, everybody is reaping the benefit off y'all killing each other. Like the government get paid about $500,000 from everybody that died. And they don't want they ain't supporting this music and supporting y'all hating each other and killing each other in this music for no reason. They understand that it's a business. It's a business that they got to run. They got to
Right.
keep you in prison to get money, all that free labor. They make sure you die so you can't raise your children up so the woman can abort the babies and then the babies that do make it, you know what I'm saying, from not being aborted, they're gonna be raised up in a society that's so horrible that they gonna grow up and they're gonna be murderers and they're gonna be you know what I'm saying, drug dealers and all this other stuff. That's why it take you to stop living like that and teach your children so it can have a ripple effect on everybody else. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And they said, oh, that was it. Yeah, that was it on that article. It's a short article because it just happened. But yeah, Jada Tavares Scott, aka Jada the Youngin, was murdered today in Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? And you know how many rappers you see get murdered all the time. Like it don't make no sense, especially in Sacramento. I just seen so many rappers. You know what I'm saying? That decide that they want to start rapping and get up out the hood. just for them to keep rapping, keep getting money, get millions of dollars from being a rapper, just for them to turn around and go back to that same neighborhood with their homies who hated them and all the ops that hate them, just to die in that same neighborhood. That
Right.
happened with Briss. Like Briss was he was popping. He was nigga, and I was like, damn, this nigga raw. And he about to blow up and be one of the rawest rappers. And guess what? He was in his neighborhood, driving, somebody chasing him through his neighborhood driving, and they killed him. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. I'm pretty sure Javar's Jetta the Younger was in his neighborhood. And somebody spent the block, seen him. And who was you sitting over here with all this jury and shit on in his neighborhood? All y'all got to get you. Easy target. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense, man. But we going to go to the next article. Let me see. All right. We got the pastor. Okay,
I ain't gonna lie, sir. I damn everything you got to do that Instagram model article.
Oh, do that one, huh?
Yeah, kind, sir.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. Okay, so we got the next article, right?
Niggas better be careful, man.
Look, it said Instagram model linked to numerous celebs nearly died from AIDS after going untested for almost a decade. God damn. You know what I'm saying? Free Julie, free guys, free. Yeah, man, you already know, man. Free all the guys, man. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? You wouldn't have to say free all the guys if brothers was teaching their brothers how to not live like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we gotta like this is what real love. Just to backtrack before we go into this article, this is what real love is. Real love is you seeing somebody moving wrong, like you seeing like damn nigga how you moving, you gonna get killed out here, bro. You gotta stop robbing, bro. You gotta stop trying to slide on the ops. You gonna end up in jail. You gonna end up dead. Like your grandparents, they told you that your whole life growing up. I know my grandparents told me that my whole life. You know why? Because they actually cared about me. They seen how I was moving, and they said, you know, if you keep moving like that, you gonna end up in jail, man. You gonna end up dead. You gonna go to prison, and that's exactly what happened. I got shot a few times, went to juvenile hall, prison, all the stuff. Everything happened. You know what I'm saying? But that's what somebody that really love you, they'll tell you that. Hey, stop moving like that. Stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? If we had people that was around us that was saying that, we wouldn't have to worry about nigga being, like you said, being a product of our environment. You know what I'm saying? Bronx ain't no joke. We did what we had to do to survive. Now, I understand. And guess what? That's not only in the Bronx. That's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everybody all over the world, they do exactly what they need to do, but to survive.
So lucky, sir.
When you become a man, you won't do what you need to do. You would do what you should do. That's when when you understand loyalty, like the general said, you won't do what you should. I mean, what you have to do. You would do what you should do. That's what men do. You know what I'm saying? We all come from that background, being in the streets and all that. But I guarantee, if I could return back the hands of time, I wish I would have had somebody like brothers in the UPK telling me, "Hey, brother, you don't need to be out there doing that. You don't need to be out here doing this and living like that." You know what I'm saying? Because then my life would have turned out totally different. But I lived the life I lived because I didn't have nobody telling me that. But being an ISBK now and being an adult and being grown, I understand that somebody that really love you, they'll tell you, man, look, you messing up. You effing up. You need to change. You need to switch it up a little bit, bro. It ain't going to end good for you. But people don't do that in the world. You know what they tell you? They tell you, oh, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you turned up. You slid on the op, my nigga. You with the shit. You with the business. And then when you come up dead, everybody at your funeral crying and acting shocked. Man, he was a good nigga, man. That was my nigga since elementary. You know what I'm saying, nigga? And then, but nigga, you should have been telling that nigga he was moving wrong. That nigga was geeking out. That nigga was tweaking. That's what you should have told him. You should have told her she was moving wrong. She shouldn't have been out here selling put. That's what she supposed to do. It's, are you a Hebrew Israelite? Yeah, we an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? We Israelites. We the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. You know what I'm saying? Under Commander General Yohana. You can subscribe. You can, whatever city you in, subscribe to whatever city you in, and you know. So we got classes like this. But right now, this ain't a class. This is Dropping Jewelz podcast. You know what I'm saying? Where we just talk about certain events and certain things that happen in the Black community that ain't nobody else gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we Israelites, so we live a certain way. You know what I'm saying? We came from the streets too, but I just wish growing up that I had somebody to tell me Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you moving wrong. Unfortunately, I did have people to tell me that, but it wasn't the people that I looked up to tell me that. I had my grandparents telling me and my dad telling me that you need to chill, bro. You need to chill out. But I guarantee if I'd have had brothers around my age that I grew up with and was rocking with telling me that, nigga, I would have second guessed it. Like, damn, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I need to switch it up, bro. Like, nigga, I need to get some money or something. Everybody ain't got that though. And I guarantee that brother who died, the youngin, he didn't have that. He didn't have nobody telling him he was moving wrong. And in return, he get killed for it. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the goddamn time. But yeah, we gonna get to the next article. You know what I'm saying? The next article is this Instagram model. Let's say Instagram model linked to numerous celebs nearly died from AIDS after going untested for almost a decade. So this Instagram model, man, she went untested. She even though she knows she was sleeping on all these different celebrities, sleep on all these different men, she went untested for AIDS and all these different diseases for over 10 years. And while I'm at it too, little sidebar, make sure you like and subscribe to Sacramento Israelites. You know what I'm saying? That's very important. But this Instagram model, this popular Instagram model, she was linked to a lot of different celebrities. And then come to find out, she got full-blown AIDS. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't know it. Nigga, they said she had AIDS for 10 years and she didn't even know it until it was almost too late. She got too weak to do anything, man. But that's what happened when you live a life celebrating birthdays and holidays and being a whore, going to the club every weekend, getting wasted, getting sloppy drunk, blacking out, waking up in multiple different dudes' beds every goddamn weekend. That's what happened to you. You gonna end up with a kid who you don't know who the baby daddy is, or you gonna end up with some disease that you cannot get rid of. You know what I'm saying? But it said an Instagram model who has been linked to numerous celebrities, Salakia, nearly died from AIDS after going untested for almost a decade. She almost died from AIDS after being untested for almost a decade. So just imagine within that 10-year span, just imagine how many brothers she slept with around the condom. You know what I'm saying? Just because they told her, no, I'm good. I ain't sleep with nobody else. I ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine how many brothers that she gave AIDS. How many celebrities that she gave AIDS. It said according to her TikTok confessions. And it said Gina too, who has been linked in the past with the likes of Nick Cannon, Chris Brown, Chief Keef, spoke about her experience in a video posted on Monday, telling her followers that she doesn't know when or how she contracted HIV, which led to her condition. Damn, nigga. So she was led to Chief Keef, Chris Brown, and Nick Cannon. She was led to all these top A-listed celebrities. You know what I'm saying? She was linked to them, and they said that she been having AIDS for the past 10 years, and she don't know how she got it or who gave it to her. That's why you should not be a whore. Like Marilyn Monroe, your oppressor, she can be a whore her whole life, and nothing happened to her. Kim Kardashian, she can sleep with Reggie Bush, Kanye West, Ray J, make a sex tape. They can do all that, and guess what? Ain't nothing gonna happen to them. You know why? Because you being a Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, you under laws by God. Right. You under laws. You can't do what the oppressor do. They can do all that and get away with it. Guess what? When you decide to be a whore, guess what's gonna happen? You gonna catch monkeypox. You gonna catch AIDS like her, not even know you got it. You gonna catch what they got, some super gonorrhea going around or something like that. It's called super gonorrhea. Like you gonna catch something that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna be sitting there praying. You know how you get drunk. You know how you get super drunk and you sitting there and pray to God, like, man, God, please, man, I pray to God I never get drunk again. That's what you gonna be when you catch something sleeping with whores. That's what you're gonna be from being a whore. You're gonna be, I swear to God, let the AIDS go away. No, it's not going away. It's not going away. You made your bed, you gotta lay in it. You know what I'm saying? She was linked to all these different celebrities, man. And like I said, I know so many women that's whores that I grew up with and went to school with. Every sister that I went to school with, right, in high school, the sisters that wasn't in high school, but that was supposed to be in high school, but they like dropped out and type shit. They was whores. They decided they was gonna be whores, sell their box, sell their behind. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the sisters that was actually going to school, Going to high school, they was like, oh, I never do that. She disgusting, man. She sleep with all these dudes. And then 2022, I find the Instagrams and Facebooks, and all of them got OnlyFans and whores. All of them got some website where you can buy their content and all that. You know what I'm saying? And it's a horrible thing to see, especially knowing that that's not black culture. That
Right.
was never our culture to be whore. That was always you go talk to an old school pimp like Slim, Fillmore Slim and all them. Them they had. I ain't promoting it or nothing, but they had white prostitutes. They wasn't prostituting black women. You know what I'm saying? They was never. That was. I mean, Fillmore Slim and them was, but like before them, they wasn't doing that. That was weird. You want to prostitute a black woman? No, you go get a Caucasian and prostitute her. Why? Because that was their culture anyways. It ain't like you
Right.
doing something that's glamorous. That's what they do. But now you in 2022, you got every black woman in every goddamn neighborhood, whether it's in Bronx, California, New York, Chicago, nigga. All these females is fuck nigga free. You know what I'm saying? They stopping at red lights, jumping on top of the car, shaking their ass, nigga, with their tongue out. Tongue looks like it got deodorant on it. You need to brush your teeth. Nigga, they looking horrible, twerking on top of a goddamn car. You know what I'm saying? That's our society now. Like, I seen a video with you seen that video? What's her name? Sukiana, and she was asking it was some Indians, some East Indians showing her how they dance in their country, right?
Oh
And
yeah, I
then
seen that.
you seen that video, and
Yeah,
then
kind.
they showed her. It was just like a modest little dance, like they ain't on no horse shit. And then they was like, "How do you dance your country?" And then she then went from what was it called, bend over, touch your toes. She was like that, and mind you, she got chops back there. Nigga, she got her hands touching her toes, and she just twerking ridiculously. And she told the Indians to do it, and guess what they said? They was like, "Hell no, we
Hell
ain't
nah,
doing that." That's it. That's degrading, nigga. We making everybody look bad. We do some shit like that. You know what
man.
I'm saying? But that's what the black community has came to, man. We look at whores as being a light thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody a whore. We look at having an OnlyFans and being half naked is a light thing. That's not a light thing. That's not your culture. You know where you get half naked from, twerking and doing all that from? You get that from Africans. That's why when you look at Africans always naked. Every time you see a picture, they naked with clay or they rolling around in some cow doodle. You know what I'm saying? That's all on it. They disgusting, man.
That's
That,
Egyptian culture, sir.
exactly. That's Egyptian culture. Being half naked. We always had laws that you had to have clothes on.
Right.
Even around your goddamn children, you supposed to have clothes on. You ain't supposed to be running around naked, half naked. Your children ain't supposed to be running around naked and half naked. You know what I'm saying? Our culture it separates us from everybody else because don't nobody else got that culture. You understand? But this Instagram model called AIDS, man, from being a goddamn whore. Let me keep reading. Um, she noted her doctor said it had to have been in her system for at least 8 to 10 years. So this disease, HIV, had to be in her system for 8 to 10 years for her to be in the condition that she in. And I went to her TikTok, right? Guess how she looked bad before before she got into these final stages of HIV. You know what I'm saying? Man, I went to her TikTok, man. This sister is 65 pounds. When I tell you she looks horrible, I'm like, damn, that's something I never want to catch. She's 65 pounds. She 5'2" and 65 pounds. She can't even walk. She got to get transported from the car to the wheelchair and got to get rolled in the house and get rolled to the bathroom. She needs somebody to take care of her 24 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? That's a horrible thing, all because she didn't have nobody to tell her not to be a whore. She didn't have a father telling her not to be a whore.
Right.
Nigga, the sex is marriage. If you have sex with somebody, make sure you stay with them for the rest of your goddamn life. She didn't have her parents and them telling her that. You know what I'm saying? And it said, let me see. In a video shared to TikTok, Gina also exhibited photos from a October 2015 outing with Nick Cannon captured by paparazzi. She been with Nick Cannon. You know what I'm saying? And you know Nick Cannon. I know. I ain't trying to speak on her brother's business, but I know he down there was blaming with no glove. He got 8 kids, about 8 baby mamas. I know you can't pull out a goddamn driveway. So I know you wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I just pray the brother don't got nothing though. But she said she previously modeled for Breezy own clothing brand Black Pyramid, with Chris Brown sharing her photo on his Instagram page. In December 2015, the model shared she had been hanging out in LA and NYC around Nick Cannon and Chief Keef. That's crazy, man. You got Chief Keef, man, Chris Brown, Nick Cannon, all these men. Look, and guess what? If they did this disease, man, guess what? They giving it to their baby mama. They giving it to other women that they sleeping around with. That's why you should not be a whore. You should not be a whoremonger. It's only gonna turn out bad for you. Like, have y'all? Am I? Come on, bro. Like, how you don't like? You ain't never seen R. Kelly trapped in the closet. You ain't never
Man.
seen R. Kelly trapped in the closet,
Man.
nigga. Like, you didn't see. You don't remember that story, nigga? He met a woman at the club. She took him back to her crib. He had sex with her. Her dude came back. He had to hide in the closet, and then come to find out he was a homosexual, nigga. It was just. That's why you should never commit adultery.
If I may, sir,
That's
select.
the black community. Go, keep going. Yep.
I just wanted to pull a scripture because you brought up R. Kelly trapped in the closet, and this scripture says something about both of the things that you just said. This is the book
Yep.
of
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy, chapter 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Zion, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. If you a whore or a homosexual, you gonna get AIDS. Shalom.
You
Like
gonna, bruh, you gonna catch monkeypox. You gonna get
right,
AIDS. You
right,
gonna catch super gonorrhea.
right.
You gonna catch hepatitis C and all these different
All that.
diseases, man. I know y'all seen R. Kelly trapped in the closet. I mean, I watched down there every episode. I think it was like 12 episodes, and it kept getting weirder and crazy every episode. I'm like, what type of some white woman with a midget that was cheating on a black man? The police then pulled him over, nigga, but we really pulled him over because he was trying to buy his wife some time because he was sleeping with his wife. It just like it's crazy.
And if I may, sir, that's
Yeah,
heavy that you brought up R. Kelly trapped in the closet because that came out when we was kids.
we was kids,
I literally used to watch those and be spooked like, damn, bro, these bitches probably fucking with niggas that's gay and shit. That
bruh.
shit had a nigga scared like, yeah, nigga gotta watch these bros. You feel me? Of course, niggas forgot about that shit over time, but
Yeah,
if you watching that as a kid, you like, damn, brother, like this shit really happened, and
this
it
shit
does.
right. It really happens. You know how I know? Because we reading about it right now.
Right,
Like, nigga, one of them rappers or somebody high, cause she ain't just dealing with no regular men. She dealing with high end A-list people, man. So
right,
one of them brothers gave her AIDS. Somebody gave her AIDS, man. You know what I'm saying?
and
Somebody
damn
gave
near a sodomite.
because look it. They said she had it for almost for 8 to 10 years, but she was messing with Chris Brown and them and Chief Keef and Nick Cannon in 2015. And we in 2022. That's almost 10 years. Nigga, she wasn't just messing with no everyday Joe like regular people, man.
Nah,
You know what I'm
hell
saying?
no.
And guess what? Half them niggas in the industry is homosexuals anyways.
Right,
You
right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? Half them niggas, I won't put it past like P. Diddy and all them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but them niggas be creeps, bro.
Now,
You know what I'm
hey, like it, sir, if I may, it's too many stories about these niggas for it to not be true.
saying? I'm
It's
trying to
it's,
tell you.
it's way too many stories.
Trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? They said, Khan, you got to catch all those demons since you didn't want to rid of your lustful sins, right? And then this is the thing with disgusting. You absolutely right, sis. And this is the thing, bro. Like a man, like okay, so it's a good lust and it's a bad lust. You know what I'm saying? That's what you first gotta understand. It's a good lust. Like it's not a bad lust for a man to want to see a woman that's not married and see her that she's bad and she pretty and she's smart and she got a good head on her shoulders, she got a good job, get money. It's not a bad thing for him to see her and be like, oh, I have some kids by her. I want her. I'm about to shoot my shot.
Right.
That's not a wrong thing. The Christian churches try to tell you that that's wrong
The
because they're
Lord said, "Be
homosexuals.
fruitful."
Right, because they homosexuals, nigga. But that's not a wrong thing. What the bad lust is? You seeing a woman that's married, and you be like, damn, nigga, if she gave me the opportunity, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to create another R. Kelly trapped in the closet. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to get an Isley Brothers and R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen that video with Isley Brothers and R. Kelly? Man,
Ah,
this nigga tells me he come back, nigga. What the hell is going on between the sheets and my? You don't want to. That's a disgusting lust. If she
Right,
married, nigga, leave her alone. Don't be R. Kelly.
right,
Look at R. Kelly now. He got some there in the goddamn prison somewhere with 30 years of life. You know what I'm saying? Eating butt naked soups. You know what I'm saying? It's just horrible, man. You know what
horrible.
I'm saying? Don't be a moral of the story. Don't be a goddamn whore.
Right. Don't be, if I may, sir, don't be a
Yep.
Christian.
Don't be a Christian.
Don't be a goddamn Christian because Christianity tells blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that the law is done away with. You understand?
Yep.
If our people knew that we supposed to keep these laws in this Old Testament, then you would know not to be a goddamn whore. Because I just read in Deuteronomy the 23rd chapter, which is in the law of the Old Testament. Your Christian pastor essentially is telling you that, oh, the law of not being a whore or homosexual is done away with, so you can do whatever the hell you want to. You keep listening to these Christian pastors, you're gonna get AIDS like this Instagram model. And you're gonna get AIDS and hepatitis and gonorrhea and all the rest of these filthy, wicked diseases, just like whatever rapper that she was dealing with gave it to her. You understand?
Right.
But
No,
Salaki, sir, go ahead.
real talk. And I want to throw out there too. Ain't nothing wrong with you with a woman lusting after a man. If you want that
Right,
man, I don't give a damn if he got 4, 5 wives. Shoot your
right.
shot. Nigga, shoot your shot. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it is a bad lust and it is a good lust. Like a bad lust, another bad lust would be what's her name? Griner, Brittany Griner, something like that,
Right,
who locked
right.
up in. And she didn't cut her goddamn. She in Russia in jail right now because she wanted to bring some weed out there. Then they didn't lock her up in Russia. She in Russia right now with her titties cut off. She didn't cut her titties off and been married to a woman for 4 years. You know what I'm
What?
saying? And like nigga, and then she, and I know she folding there. But this the thing, like with lesbians, they anytime anything get hard for them, they gonna fold. You know what I'm saying?
I'm done.
So like, nigga, they gonna fold every time.
Yeah, hey, that was cold.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga,
It's so true, so true.
I know she's stressed out in that prison right now. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? That's what happens when you live a lifetime of wanting to be a lesbian and a dyke and wanting to be like Lil Wayne. You cannot be Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
right.
You cannot be him. It's just disgusting. You know what I'm saying? But we got two more articles, but for time's sake though, we can then clip it and start back next week, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of.
but yeah, y'all tune into another episode of Dropping Jewels. You know what I'm saying? Sacramento Israelites, preaching officer Natazah, preaching officer Karanyala. Make sure y'all like, share, smash that like button, subscribe to Sacramento Israelites. With that being said, we'll tap back in with y'all again with another episode. You know what I'm saying? Most time praise.